The views and opinions expressed by the show hosts are their own and do not reflect those of WSTU Radio or the Little Dog Media Group. Any reproduction, rebroadcast, or reuse of this program without the written permission of WSTU is strictly prohibited. Welcome to Crown Car Care, serving Martin County since 2006 with trusted, high-quality repairs you can count on. And now, your host, Todd Harris.
Hello, good afternoon. February 4th, 2026, and you're listening to the Crown Car Care radio show with my host, who is all into cars like me.
Oh, yeah. You're the host. I just push buttons.
I see. I wanted to introduce, if you're a first-time listener, we are a two-shop auto repair and maintenance business here in Martin County. We have a location, Stuart, off Cove Road. The phone number there is 772-283-4707. And we also have a shop in Palm City. So off 714 and 42nd Street, right on the corner there, big place. I think we have about 12 lifts now. And the phone number there is 772-781-8000. We have a great show for today. We're going to talk about cold weather, which, as you know, yes. And if you stepped outside today and thought, wait, this is actually cold, you're not imagining it, because it is cold.
Actually,
not quite as cold today as the day before.
Right. I mean, the next couple of days, today and tomorrow, not too bad, but tomorrow night
gets cold, real cold.
Cold front coming back in.
Yeah. And if we've got a cold snap now, it's sticking around in the next week. You know that. It's going to be here for a week. And then, because this is Florida, it will be hot again. And before you know it, it'll be cold again. And then it'll be really hot.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard quite a few people. I was talking to one of my good friends that owns Sharkey Air Conditioning. In fact, if you're looking for an air conditioning company, but remember, even in the cold in Florida, we use electric heaters that are kind of built into the air handlers on the air conditioning systems. And I was talking to him today, and he was telling me that they were getting service call after service call of the air conditioning heater system not working. And one story he told me was the electrical wiring had burnt up and it just about caught the house on fire. So if you're having any difficulty with your home heating, please call Sharkey Air Conditioning. They're just a great outfit, and they do quite a bit of charity work. Molly's house here in town. Segment 1. Why does cold weather cause problems?
Well, Groundhog Day was on the 2nd. All right. So I had a message.
Now, how do you say that name?
The Punxsutawney.
This is that word.
Right.
It's Phil's ex-wife, Phyllis, who now lives in Florida, said that Phil is a compulsive liar.
Yeah, he said there's 6 more weeks.
6 more weeks. He's eating a donut.
My sister sent me that, it says Punxsutawney's Phil's ex-wife.
I've always had a hard time pronouncing. And don't they wear tall hats?
They do, yeah. They wear the hats, and they have the decree that they roll out.
Oh, of course.
You got to read the whole thing.
You must. In the old days of kings and kingdoms.
Yeah, and proper, protocol.
Cold weather really doesn't create problems. It exposes them. The cold weather shrinks, seals, causes batteries to breathe their last breath, so to speak.
Yeah.
And it will fail instantly.
Oh, man.
In fact, I urge every one of you, if you need your battery tested, go to either one of my locations. We have not only these electronic type testers that will give you a fast readout. We also have a carbon pile battery tester at each location that will actually put a load on the battery, which is, in my opinion, a more valid test. What we're seeing is tire pressure lights coming on overnight. As you know, the cold causes the rubber to get more stiff, and it can create small leaks that weren't there before. You can get slower cranking in the morning with cold weather, and a small coolant or oil leak that only shows up occasionally will start showing up all the time when it's cold due to the seals shrinking. They become stiff and rigid, and it allows oil to push out of the motor as well as coolant. If your car struggles in the morning but feels fine by lunchtime, that's not normal. So if it's not running right when you first cold start, and we'll talk about that later in the show, there could be an issue looming. I believe we have a caller.
We do. We have PCC. That's Palm City Charlie.
Oh, fabulous. Put him on.
Yeah. Charlie.
Hey, Palm City Charlie. How are you?
Good, good. And my car is running fantastic thanks to you.
Well, let me tell the audience we had done some work on Palm City Charlie's Volkswagen, and I don't know, 3 or 4 days later we had a surfacing check engine light, and we brought it back in, and we ended up having to reinitialize the water pump that we had replaced, and we got him back on the road and got it fixed. And for me, it's a testimony that we never give up. We push till the end, and we always do what we need to do, and that's make it fixed. And we have him on the phone. Palm City Charlie is my man, and I just saw him this morning. And I will tell you one of the stories that we had talked about on a prior visit, which I never knew, is when he was in the military, right? You landed a parachute on a road.
Well, that happened at Fort Bragg when I was with the 82nd. So a pilot made a mistake. It was a night jump, and 3 cars were coming, and I lived. And we started talking about this before, and Ray with Glow got upset. So we're supposed to stay on point. Okay?
Yeah.
So honestly, what I wanted to tell the audience is actually you saw the vehicle 3 times.
Yeah.
You never gave up, and you stayed with it, and you finally solved the problem.
Yep.
That even the dealer had no clue.
Right. So, the key to my business with cars being so complicated is you never give up, and you've heard me say it on the previous shows. It's not easy what we do.
And you're a great golfer.
I am. I got a hole in one. That's right.
A hole in one, dang, huh?
Yeah.
I know.
I've played my whole life. I'm not real good, but I did get a hole in one at Piper's Landing golf course.
It's all that matters.
I think you could go on the senior circuit or something.
I don't know about that. I could be a caddy.
Yeah,
I'll be a caddy.
Me too.
Or I'll fix the golf carts.
Ray would caddy you. And there it would be.
There we go. Perfect. And he'll fix the golf carts. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do the golf cart repairs.
Perfect.
Oh, right. That's cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I just want to call up.
Thank you for calling. And as always, we always welcome anyone that wants to call, especially my pal Palm City Charlie, who's the best.
And I know you're going to have a fish tank eventually.
Eventually. A real one too, I promise.
Okay. Yay. All right.
Take care. Yeah, bye. Bye. Back to segment 2. And if you're just joining us, we've been talking about cold weather. And just if somebody asked me, Todd, what's the best thing you could do on cold weather to not damage your vehicle, assuming you're not doing anything other than your actions or behavior. When you start your car up in the morning cold, let it warm up a little bit before you go drive it. Obviously, you have limitations if it's in your garage or in an enclosed parking space. But if it's in your garage, you put the door up, of course, and you back it out halfway and then let it run. And then you don't have to leave it run probably any more than maybe 5, 6 minutes, 7 minutes. But that time with that engine just getting exercise without you putting a load on it by driving it goes miles and miles when it comes to longevity and prevention of breakdowns. Now that's, if you have an oil leak, that's not going to fix it. If you have a drivability or how the engine runs, it's not going to fix it. What it really protects is the internals of the motor, the metals, the bearings, and the cooling system. Let it warm up a little bit. Don't just get in it and drive it. It's the best tip I could ever give anyone in this cold weather, especially here in Florida. because when we get cold weather, it's only for it's supposed to be only for a brief period of time, but it looks like we have some extended cold weather coming our way, as we already have been experiencing it. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had a whole week worth of cold weather last week.
I have a picture at my Cove Road store, which, if anyone wants to know where that Cove Road store is, Crown Car Care, we have a great big monument sign out front. It's a beautifully well-kept location and shop and grounds. But we have a car that we use to take customers home and pick up parts, etc. And it's wrapped in Crown Car Care, of course. But the windshield was frozen the other morning.
Oh, man.
And we have one of the gals that works for me, Cody, wonderful office staff in the front. If you go that way, you'll meet her. She took a video of the ice on it and her scraping it. Probably a first, and many people that grew up in Florida, don't really see that stuff.
Now, it's funny. I was programming a station in Arkansas, and the only reason why I brought that up, because when I walked to the door, my GM, who I'd worked for at another station years before, he said, well, here's your gift to come to Arkansas. And he gave me a scraper.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So I used it the other day.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, wow.
funny.
That's interesting. Yes.
It's funny you should say that.
I'm telling you, I enjoy it. If you know me, you know that I'm from Chicago most of my life. Born in Philadelphia, lived in New Jersey for a brief period of time, and then I moved to Chicago. I went to the University of Illinois for my undergraduate work. Yeah, that was cold. I can remember going to class and walking. It's a great big campus, and you walked. And snowstorms and blizzards didn't keep me away from class. And many times, cold fingers and cold feet. And I was young, 18 years old.
The Windy City.
Windy City. Lake effect snow. I was watching a documentary on the Great Lakes, and those are some deep lakes.
Oh, yeah.
The Great Lakes. And Lake Superior gives up no prisoners. That is where that mighty, I think there was a song written about it, the Edmund Fitzgerald, which was a big, huge metal ship that sank.
Gordon Lightfoot.
Yeah. 21 people had died during that. And, just a great song. Canadian guy, Edmund Fitzgerald.
It was, Gordon Lightfoot, it was the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Yeah. Yeah. So it sounds like a Native American name, doesn't it? Gordon Lightfoot. I kind of like that name. Or a superhero from a Marvel comic.
Well, some people may have called him a superhero. He was great.
People really liked him. It was a good folksy kind of sound. And it made you smile. Even though it was a sad song, it still warmed the heart to hear him sing. And a lot of his songs were that.
Good stories. Yeah.
We're going to be taking a break here in a few minutes. So once we dart off, it's because we have to do some commercial breaks, and I need a break to get a little drink of water. So why don't we take a break now? And if you want, I'm going to sip up.
All right. Let's take a break. We'll come back with more Crown Car Care in just a moment.
You're listening to Crown Car Care with Todd Harris. Got a question or comment? Give us a call now at 220-9788. We'll be right back.
As a family-owned business for over 15 years, Crown Car Care's top priority is to build relationships with customers while keeping their vehicles safe and dependable. Fixing your car right the first time is their passion and mission. Crown has the skilled master mechanics and business know-how that will put a smile on your face without putting a dent in your wallet. Call Crown Car Care for the finest in automotive service and repair at 772-781-8000
or stop by Crown Car Care, Martin Highway in Palm City, or Cove Road in Stewart.
Building long-term relationships through expert auto care with integrity, reliability, and a true dedication to keeping drivers safe on the road. This is Crown Car Care. And here's your host, Todd Harris.
Welcome back, everybody. I wanted to take a brief stop here and talk about wonderful magazine that's available at many of your local stores. I mean, Publix, I believe Walgreens has them. It's called the Eye Care magazine, which is it actually is a magazine. It's decent. It's usually filled with local articles and stories and people, advertising their businesses. There's a crossword puzzle. Well, the February 2026 magazine for the Eye Care Martin, they have different versions for the different locales, but Eye Care Martin, which is right here locally. Great magazine. And lo and behold, I looked on the cover and there's a picture of my son, myself, 2 purple cars, and a big logo or a big sign, the one at Cove Road, Crown Car Care, automotive, diesel repair, tires, and batteries. I'm just so delighted that this magazine did an article on us. The title of the article is Crown Car Care and the Future of Auto Repair. And boy, it was so well written by them. And if you go right to the center, I call it the centerfold, I guess, and it talks about how at Crown Car Care, we embrace the youth. They learn with us. They come to us already experienced. And between the two elements of them having experience as well as us providing the teaching culture for them to get even better, we are so proud to be able to do this. And inside, there's 3 of my technicians over at my Cove Road location. My daughter, Eden, is actually on the phone, looking on one of our computer screens, talking with a customer. My son is there fixing a car. And then over in Palm City is my service manager, Mike, and he's on one of the top photos. And there's some questions that were asked of my son, and they put it in here. And it is just so interesting. And I urge every one of you, go grab that magazine. It's free. It doesn't cost any money. And you will get a glimpse of what we talk about here on this radio show. And you can see some photos and get an idea of what we're all about. They're out there now. They're free. Any one of your stores, I'm sure every one of you goes to the grocery stores, etc. Pick one up. They're right there. Like when you walk in or walk out, you'll see like racks of different periodicals and newspapers that are free. And it's there. I'm so proud of it. My son's right on the cover. And those are both of his vehicles, a purple Corvette and a purple Dodge Charger. And he's so proud of them. He works on them himself, takes care of them. And it's just a great way for him to be introduced into this field. He, in fact, is a technician in training over at my Palm City store. And what a great kid. His name is Max, and he's a bodybuilder and weightlifter for one of his many hobbies. And he's taken after his dad, and he has that keen, sharp interest in automobiles and automobile repair. And boy, I couldn't be any prouder. So take a look at that magazine if you can. Here, where Florida really messes with cars, cold weather causes seals and hoses to contract. And then we jump right back into heat and everything expands again. That constant expanding and contracting is what leads to coolant leaks, check engine lights, overheating issues, and electrical gremlins that come and go. And next week, when it warms back up, or the week after, that's when people start calling saying it was fine last week and now it's leaking. And it's just this radical change in temperature is so hard on vehicles. Oh, by the way, one of my new favorite cars now is the Chevrolet Vega. I've got a keen interest, and I like the station wagon version. It was a car that came out in the 70s, and just for some stats, the Vega, they made over 1 million of them. Now, if you all recall, the Yugo was one of my other favorites, and they only made 141,000 of those.
Oh, boy.
So quite a few more Vegas. They were very popular. They had a 2-door.
Yeah.
They had the station wagon, and they even had a really rare limited edition. I believe it was the Cosworth.
Yeah, 350 in it.
Yeah, it was a jamming car.
They raced them.
Yeah, well, people bought these things off the showroom floor and raced them.
Right.
They were so fast.
Yeah, they're very quick. But it has a distinction, if you will, a unique distinction. When Life magazine was reissued, the first magazine.
Sure.
And I have a copy of it, by the way, and I have to show you.
Yeah, you have to show me.
It says the 10 worst cars made in America. And
no, don't tell me they picked the Vega.
Vega hit number 1.
Oh.
Yeah, it says the only car that rusts and depreciates in the showroom.
Well, I picked another doozy, didn't I? My first choice was Yugo. Now I'm on the Vegas. Boy, I'm picking the winners, aren't I?
Yeah, my brother had a friend, Yvonne, and it's going back in New York. And you know what New York streets does to
my goodness.
metal.
Yes.
And the car was like 2 years old, and I was learning to do body work, and I did a lot of body work on that car because it rusted out like a.
Isn't there stuff it's called Bondo or something?
That's what we use, Bondo, and I use fiberglass too.
Yeah.
Fiberglass iron.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. I know up in New York with the salt, it really takes its toll on these sheet metal.
Oh man.
Yeah, especially the Vega. I don't think they were built that well, to be honest with you.
No.
But I still like them.
They had a good look. You know,
yeah.
and
roomy.
yeah, it wasn't bad. The now Pontiac had the brother of the Vega,
What was that? The Sunbird or Sunfire or something? Like that?
Astra,
Oh,
the Pontiac Astra.
ooh, wonder if that was high performance too.
I doubt it. Oh, maybe.
Well, you know, the Hugo had that Sport Edition,
Well,
but it was strictly a stripe package.
so which one do you want to get? Because I know one of them you want to get and tinker with it.
If I could get my hands on the Hugo Sport Edition with
Yeah.
the stripe package, the handling package thing, I'd like to have one of those.
I'm gonna find that for you. I am.
I,
That's up to you. The next
Yeah.
move, but I'm gonna find it for you.
they're probably hard to find.
They got to be somewhere.
Yeah.
Got to be. Now, this person on the phone might know. So hang on. Let me find
Okay,
out.
let's all right. Well, warning lights that people ignore. Cold snaps can bring out warning lights that people love to ignore. If your check engine light comes on and went off, tire pressure light popped on overnight, battery or charging warning lights flickered, or ABS or brake lights showed briefly, don't assume it fixed itself just because the weather changed. Cars don't heal themselves. Problems just go away for a bit. I believe we have a a phone call.
We do. It's Bob spelled backwards.
Oh, super. Hey, Bob, spelled backwards.
Yep, I'm on the air.
There you
Yeah.
go, Bob.
Fabulous.
Welcome. Bob.
Okay. Oh gosh, you were talking about Vegas. Oh boy.
Tell me some stories about Vegas.
Yo, Vega, Bob.
Well, my family had 3 of them over time,
Oh.
various drivers.
Yep.
And the deal is I you know, the very early advertising for Vegas, it said that, you know, there was this green movement going on of everything's got to be disposable and
Yes.
recyclable
Yes.
and all that jazz. And that's what the Vega was supposed to be.
Yes.
It really, I mean, really, that was official from GM.
Isn't that
And
interesting?
then,
Yeah.
and then the dealers saw that and they said, "Oh, wait a minute, we can't have that."
Well, you know what car replaced the Vega, right? Another
Uh,
disposable car.
The Monza.
No, the Chevy Chevette. The Chevy
Oh,
Chevette
yeah.
will drive you crazy. You know?
Now that was a tiny car though.
Yeah,
That wasn't very roomy inside. The Vega really wasn't that bad. In fact, I have 2 anecdotal stories to talk about on the Vega a little bit later. I'll talk about them. But yeah, I kind of
Right.
like the car actually. I don't know. I kind of like it.
But the metal in the Vega was designed to rust. It was like it was its job, you know.
Oh yeah, no, it was. It was. Let me tell you.
Yeah. I remember in the
Yeah.
day you see all these cars from the 70s. It was always, if it was from up north, like the lower, like 5 inches up from the lower quarter panel, it was always gone.
Yep. The doors were notorious.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sure.
Rusting underneath the doors, and then you get water in the car.
Oh yeah.
It's terrible.
And top of the
Yeah.
fenders, right on top of the fenders, just near the hood,
Yeah, yeah.
because I had to
Yeah.
rebuild. Yeah, right where your
Yeah.
antenna was. I had to rebuild the whole
And-
thing for my friend.
And let me tell you another secret about Vegas is I had the regular postage stamp radiator in it in mine 71.
Yes.
Oh,
And
overheated.
That car didn't last long anyway because it had that stupid Opel German transmission,
Yeah.
manual. And I was always breaking that, you know, power shifting it and stuff.
Yes. Yes.
And then the penalty for that was waiting 2 months for the dealer to get parts from Germany.
That's
So
interesting. Yes. Yeah.
So-
Opel. I think Buick had a big
Yeah.
association with Opel, didn't
Yeah,
they?
they had a
Yeah.
two-door Opel and a little.
They had, it was called the
wagon.
poor man's Corvette, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, that was the
Yes.
sports car version, but they had another one, a little small car.
I kind of like that
Yeah.
little sports car. It's kind of
Yeah.
sharp looking, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
that was called the Manta, and I had that before I had the
Right.
Vega.
You had a Manta? Oh wow!
Yep. And I broke that transmission too.
Boy, you don't think it's driving habit, do you?
Well,
Nothing to do. with
yeah,
it.
I mean, I'm an American. I want to power shift that baby.
Of course.
You know,
Yes.
I'm not some European guy, you know, just driving around the mountains and taking his time between shifts.
That's right. That's right. We got to get up and go.
Yeah, yeah.
Power
So,
power shifter
so
right
there
to the
was that.
mechanic.
But the other thing is, I was telling you that 71 had a little postage stamp radiator in it,
Yes.
and so the thing just ran hot all the time.
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
And of course, with that aluminum block with no sleeves, you
Yes.
just ruin it. So
Yeah.
that was that.
For all our
and-
listeners out there, it had it had an aluminum block with I believe silica or silicone embedded in the cylinder walls, supposedly
That's
for
right.
durability, but it never
Yeah.
never worked.
Now to change
Yeah,
the plug
so-
in the back, you had to take the motor mount out, and jack
Yeah.
the engine up 2 inches because I have to help my friend do that one time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
So anyway, I had that 71. My brother bought a 73 and drove that, and that had an American Saginaw transmission. No problem with that thing. 4-speed.
Yeah.
Great transmission.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he ordered a heavy-duty radiator and battery.
Yes.
It was like a $15 option, you know?
Oh, that was pricey, huh?
Yeah. And guess what? That saved his engine. He never had an engine problem.
Right.
Very interesting.
know?
I've never heard that angle that it was, from an
was
engineering
heat.
standpoint, it was heat that was killing these things.
Yeah, that block actually would hold up, but you had to cool it right.
They never say
Yeah.
you're too old to learn something new, and I just learned something new on that. I did not know that.
See, my friend
Oh,
did the
my
same thing.
family
He
had-
changed out the radiator. Yeah.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
family had so much experience with that. It was
Oh,
it was
man.
horrible. And,
Well, I'll tell you one thing I do know is on that 4-cylinder block that we're talking about, the oil pressure switch was tied into the fuel pump.
yeah, I know.
I know you know that. So you'd get either low on oil or just flat out bad, low or no oil pressure from what we were talking about with the overheating and the heat. And
Yeah,
people would
let's
think it was the fuel pump, but it wasn't. They wouldn't look at the wiring diagram. That it was directly
Oh.
in line with that fuel pump, and it had to be closed for that fuel
Yeah.
pump to operate. Very interesting. I did, that was something I learned as a technician.
Anyway, I gave up on my 71 Vega and I got a 74 Vega GT, and I
Ooh.
love that car. Nice suspension, wider tires, big sway bars.
Yep.
And I made them even bigger. I was really into hot rodding and turning wrenches, and
I still
I
am.
put a header on there.
Yeah.
It was a 2.4. It was what they call a tri-Y setup.
Yeah, I
where-
believe that's what Carroll Shelby used on those 289s he put in the first GT350s, actually.
Yeah, wild. So I put that on, and it was noisy as heck. And I get mad at these guys, these kids, these high school kids with their
I know.
popping exhaust today on the road and all. I think my Vega was louder.
Yeah. But you know what? We didn't, when I hot rodded around with cars, and I got plenty, we didn't chase that backfire pop like they do today.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, that is crazy.
It's
that-
like they're overfueling, and then they're just using the heat of combustion and the catalytic converter and/or just waste spark that happen to be flying out the tailpipe to ignite this. And
Yeah.
it's like almost sounds like a machine gun
Now,
at
couldn't
times.
that
Well-
blow a hole in the muffler or a
it
catalytic
can.
converter or something?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
when you got a 4-cylinder engine with dual exhaust, though, the cracking is really, really sharp,
Yes.
and especially through glass packs.
Yes.
It was so obnoxious, and I probably got left ear hearing damage from having the window down and listening to that.
My
Yeah,
first set of
yeah.
headers was a set of hooker headers. It was the logo was hooker with a heart on it. Hooker headers.
Yeah. Put those on my Corvettes. Yeah.
I put that on my 73 Mustang Mach 1 that I had
Yeah.
with the 351 Cleveland Cobra Jet motor.
Well, if we're going to get off topic, I got to tell you some ZR1 news.
Please do. We're waiting for it.
Well, on Thursday, McMulkin Chevy up there in New Hampshire said they had an allocation for me. So
Oh my goodness.
I stayed up till midnight going over the options I selected 5 times
Wow.
before I signed that purchase order. But it's on its way.
So you did it. It's
It's happening.
Oh, it's gonna have to bring it.
You know
up
what
there.
you're going to have to do is on a radio show. You're going to have
Yeah.
to come bring it by
Yeah, you
so we
gotta-
can hear it.
you Yep.
I'd love to bring it by the shop, sure.
Yeah.
They said 8 to 12 weeks delivery, but I think that's a form letter that means delivery to a dealer. And of course, I'm picking it up at the Corvette Museum in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Oh really?
could
Oh wow.
Probably take 2 weeks off for not having to transport it to a dealer.
And you'll be able to get a tour. I've heard you can do like a combo thing where you can get a tour of that place.
Well, they give that to you free when you buy a new Corvette.
Oh.
And that happened to me with my 2024 Stingray I bought. But they were running a pilot line of ZR1 Corvettes, previous to production. They
Yeah.
didn't want anybody taking any pictures in there, so they said, nope, no tours. So I got screwed out of that.
So you're going to be owning a flat plane crank twin turbos Corvette
Yeah.
with
Dual red
a
cam.
dual clutch
Yeah.
transmission, DCT transmission.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh my
Same as in
goodness.
my Stingray. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, what colors? Can we ask what color you chose or?
Well, I'm going to do a repeat. I bought a Accelerate Yellow on my 2024 Stingray, and they discontinued it, and now they got this thing called Competition Yellow Metallic. So I'm getting
No, that should be beautiful. Metallic. I've not seen too many metallic yellows. That's pretty.
Yeah, well, it looks great when you add a big black racing stripe down the middle with the red accents.
Oh, you're getting all of
Yeah,
us jealous now. All of us we're like a dog.
Yeah, see, if I
Hey,
could.
you see this car? Oh my goodness! This what
See,
color? Black interior? Or?
Yeah, and I almost got yellow seat belts, but it turns out that it's a carryover color for the seat belts from the previous colors, so they don't match. You know?
Oh, and I've heard also, isn't there some refinements on the interior that they've changed?
Yeah, it's got different screens, and they got rid of the buttons that are on the wall, but it was the dumbest thing. I mean, I had my Stingray. I had no complaints about those buttons being on the wall.
Yeah.
The problem was the wall itself was very high, and it kind of made you feel confined.
He's referring to in between the passenger and driver, there was a wall that had a vertical, just a single string of square switches or buttons, whatever you want to call them, in a row. I kind of like that. I mean, I had no complaints on it. It doesn't look bad at all.
I liked it just fine.
Yeah.
So what they did is they moved the buttons to the dash now, and but they left the wall there and put a hole in it to make it into a handle like.
I see.
So it really didn't satisfy the complaint of this high wall separating the passengers.
Yes.
And then guess what, Todd? They jack up the price on the new car, $4,000.
Well, of course they do. Of course, that's the American way. You know, make it better, make it more expensive. Right?
For these changes I didn't even want.
Exactly. Now, I've also heard that on the ZR1, there's a break-in period before you can even get full power. Is that true? I believe so.
Yeah.
Yep.
The thing is, the J59 brakes are on constraint. They're not making them fast enough. Those 10-piston caliper things.
Yes.
And so I said, well, I don't care. I'm street driving it. 8-piston calipers.
No, 10s. That's, you got some clamping force there, huh?
and of course, I can't get the ceramic brakes either. Ceramic disc.
Yes.
So I don't care about that stuff.
If anyone wants to see a great video on the ZR1 spanking the Ford GTD, it's Vin Giggs. It's a YouTube channel. They're up in the up at the what's that, Tail of the Dragon, I believe. And they kind of drove them off and on, and it just the ZR1 is a monster.
It pulls, it's got power.
Oh, it pulls, and the sound behind it. If you're behind that car, it's just a symphony of pistons going up and down in a flat plane crank kind of way. And it sounds like a F1 car.
Exactly. But I was happy actually that I couldn't get the ZTK package with the carbon ceramic brakes, because imagine the replacement cost of that rotor.
Even if we put them on at cost, you're still talking big money. Thousands and thousands. And I don't really think, if you're tracking it and it's
but it's the ultimate thing, if you're driving Daytona, but forget it.
It's overkill. You got 10. Now you got 10 piston brakes these brake rotors are the size of most rims back 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't even know the diameter. They're like 15 or 16 inches, I believe, them rotors.
Yeah, they are 16. Yeah,
that's what I thought. Yeah, they're just huge. They're bigger than a pizza pie. And
standard brakes are fine with me.
There always is a balance with cars, especially if you're going to be using it on the street. You don't want to get too exotic, because then just replacement costs and repairs are just sickening. It'll just turn your stomach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like another thing, obviously, I would never take is carbon fiber wheels. That's out.
And Ford jumped on that bandwagon with the GT350Rs, and I don't see it, man. They're just, you hit one little curb and those things splinter. It's over.
Yeah. And tire shops can't change the tires, most of them.
Yeah. I won't touch them because there's just too much liability and risky. We've got, Hunter Engineering, top of the line tire bouncer and tire, removal tire machine. And I'm afraid to touch them because how
Not
do you
worth the
clamp it
risk.
in? You have to clamp the rim to remove the tire. Are you going to go inside or outside? You know, I'm
That's
afraid
crazy.
to do
Good
anything.
for you.
Yes. So, well,
Yeah.
I can't wait to
Yeah.
see this car. You've got me just chomping at the bit here. This is just super duper. Wow.
Well, I got to get your shop to give me your cell phone number, and I'll text you the images of the build I
Yeah.
did.
In fact, if you want to
But,
stay on the phone right now,
I'll get it off the air.
Ray,
you know?
Ray will get it to you. And I'll get it to you. It's
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm
we're
driving right now.
going to get it to you because I would love to
Yeah.
see the pictures. I really can't wait. And you must have some connections up at that dealership that goes beyond what you're telling me.
Oh, I do.
I
Yeah.
figure.
Well, the deal is I impressed upon them that I was a previous customer, because I
Right.
bought my 24 Stingray there.
Yes.
They said, okay, well, we're doing this order reservation list, and you've got a priority. And sure enough,
Because
it
you
was
know what
only-
those were going for originally.
Yeah.
People were selling them for $100,000 over. They were.
well, McMilkin only sells MSRP.
Oh, so
I don't know why.
you've scored big.
I don't know why anybody goes anywhere else.
I agree
Uh,
100%. Some of these
Yeah.
flashy dashy kind of people, they'll pay anything for anything to be the best news in town. So
Yeah,
just-
yeah.
they're usually not car guys anyway, those kind of people. You know what I mean? They'll drive them for 6 months and then move on to the next flavored ice cream that tastes better. So, right. And there really isn't much
Yeah.
with the ZR,
Right.
with the ZR one, there's not much better out there. In fact, there
Well-
isn't. It's a supercar. You know that. I know it's a
There's a
hypercar.
lot of posers, but I buy a car for me, and I don't care about that.
No, it's. I could tell you story after story about some of these like Lamborghinis and stuff. It's just, they're not.
Yeah.
They're not all there. Believe me.
No,
No.
they're shaking now.
They are, and I'll tell you who else is hurting. Porsche is in deep doo doo right now.
Yeah, yeah.
They have hundreds of thousands of these electric. Is it Taycans that they can't sell? What are you gonna? They're
Terrible.
lead weights, and they're just no one wants them.
Terrible.
I know.
Oh, God.
CEO resigned,
Yeah.
I believe. At
Wow.
Porsche. Yeah, it's just a
Wow.
bad. Again, though, you can't look at Jaguar. You know about Jaguar, right? They went all EV, and they're done.
Oh, I didn't know that, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
heard something about it. Yeah. thanks
They
for the
went all
confirmation.
EV, and they went with that 4-letter word that begins with W and ends in E, and there is a K in there somewhere, and there might be a
Oh,
0 too.
yeah.
I'm not sure, but
I know.
I can't say
The
that.
big zero.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
Cool.
bad news for them. But and they were all
All
owned
right.
by them Tata brothers out of India. So we'll see how
Yeah,
that works out.
Yeah.
They started
No, I
making
didn't make it.
bicycles.
I didn't mean to steal your whole show, so I'll let you get back
It's
to
most
what you had
delightful. Take
programmed.
care and safe driving, and we
Yeah.
can't wait to see some pictures. Thanks,
All
Bob.
right, guys.
Take
All
care.
right, bye-bye
Bye
now.
bye. Bye.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bob.
What a delight.
Oh, Bob's fun.
All I can do is pause for a minute and just say thank you, Bob.
Yeah, just call him Bob spelled backwards.
Yeah.
That's what
Okay,
we
so
call
let's
him.
get back to what we were talking about.
Let's
So
do it.
what to do right now. If you want to be proactive, and we're talking about cold weather and what you, as the owner of that vehicle or leaseholder or temporary driver, can do to avoid a breakdown. Here's what we recommend right now. Number one, have your battery tested, not guessed. And you can bring your car to either one of my locations. Please give us a call before you come in so we can get you in and out with scheduled excellence. My phone number is over there if you want to give us a call. 772-781-8000. That's Palm City. And then 772-283-4707 over at the Cove Road store. We do have a live fish tank at Cove Road. So if you are in the fish, we have an angel fish collection over there. Number two, check your coolant level and condition. Don't just add water. I don't know of any cooling system. It's a 50-50 mix is what you want to put in. Usually it's ethylene glycol, or as with a GM, it's an organic. They call it an OAT, O-A-T. It's an organic type coolant they've used for years, Dexcool. And then you've got the hybrid OAT, which is started by Mercedes-Benz, and that's the gold coolant. So if you have green, gold, yellow, orange, or blue, and I kid you not, there are that many different colors. The blue is European, Volkswagen, and Porsche, as well as FCA, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep. Come in and we'll check your level. We'll check your condition. and we'll do an assessment for you. Number 3, if your car cranks slow even once, don't ignore it. Could be an electrical issue, could be a battery, could be a solenoid issue. There could be a plethora of issues. And if it really happens when it's cold, we can narrow it down and get it tested for you and figure it out. And number 4, if a warning light comes on, even briefly, get it checked. I can't tell you how many times we've saved customers so much money. They come in right away when they see something that's not right, and we get it checked out and we can get it handled before it turns into something big, bad, and ugly. That's why I urge all of you. We do a great oil change service at both of our locations. We do a wonderful job. We do a digital inspection. We send it to you, email or text. We do a check sheet, and we're no pressure at all. We don't operate that way. And we'll get your oil changed with a premium synthetic or regular or blend, whatever you need or the car requires. Many people have preferences. We use top-of-the-line oil filters, all name brand oil. We have all the different types in stock. We're looking forward to having you. My door is always open. There's a doormat in the front for my radio show listeners, and we just would love to have any one of you become part of our Crown Car Care family. And if you haven't heard the beginning of the show, I Care Martin, which is an I Care community magazine. On the cover this month is my son, 18 years old, with me kind of kneeling down in between his 2 vehicles, which is a Corvette C6 and a Dodge Charger. And he's proud of those, and we're proud of him that he has them and takes care of them. And then inside the article is about some of our technicians and our beliefs and how we operate at Crown Car Care. And I believe we're getting ready to take a break. I think it's almost time, isn't it? Are we close? Give me a few more seconds.
We're close. We got about another minute
Oh,
or so.
goodness. I've got all cover
We got
half
a
the
lot
show.
of
Oh, I got
time.
so much time to do. I don't know what to do with it. Okay. So those were the steps that we recommend. Number 1, battery tested. 2, coolant level checked in condition. 3, if it cranks slow, even once, don't ignore it. Bring it in. Let us look at it, either location. And number 4, if a warning light comes on, even briefly, let's get it checked out. And if it's flashing, really hightail it to us or call us even before you come in, because you could be doing damage to the catalytic converter or the engine. A flashing check engine light, ladies and gentlemen, means it is a type 1 or type A misfire, as designated by the OBD2 rules and regulations put out by the federal government. Flashing light means there's a misfire and you can cause major damage. So let's give us a call and we can help you out, whether it's a tow or advice or helping you out. We're here to do, and that's what kind of put me 19 years in business. I don't give up. We don't quit. We have tenacity. We have grit. And most importantly, we have honesty. Because with honesty, everything seems to, I think honesty is the elixir to success with everything in life, whether it be friendships, marriage, business, or pets. So let's take a break, I guess, and we'll come back and we'll continue on with this cold weather show.
You're listening to Crown Car Care with Todd Harris. Got a question or comment? Give us a call now at 220-9788. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Crown Car Care, providing trusted high-quality auto repair services since 2006. Here again is your host and owner, Todd Harris.
Welcome back, everybody. Boy, this show seemed to go fast. I had 2 callers. We're talking about cold weather. It's not too bad right now. I have shorts on.
Yeah,
I think when I step out of the world headquarters here at the foot of the Roosevelt Bridge, I believe it might be a little bit chilly, and I've got to head back to the shop. I've got vehicle I wanted to take a quick look at before I go, and that was a shout out to Watley Construction, great customer of ours. They do quite a bit of work here in town. If you're looking for some good construction or rebuilds or even home building, Watley Construction, just a fine organization. I always keep an outline of what is next on my show, and I was going to say, give us a call if you'd like. On these last few minutes, our phone number here is 772-220-9788. 220-9788. If you want to call up and talk to us, give us a comment, maybe have a differing view of opinion, we'd love to have those too. The only way you learn is by listening and looking at everything, even if it's against what you maybe thought or think something is with an automobile. An alternative view is something that makes a difference. And I will tell you, many times solutions that I've come up with have come up from the least likely sources. Even hitting your head on something, wait a minute, I just called up with a new idea. I'll tell you, I've even had solutions come into my head when I wake up in the morning. Yes, that's a little bit silly. Well, no, it's not, because in my world, what my business is, does, and will be is always on my mind, and it's that important to me, because I know that I can make a difference with my customers. Every little bit of knowledge and expertise that I can convey onto them as well as their vehicles, I know I've got a good day going and a better day tomorrow. And that's kind of how we built it. I'm not perfect. I don't believe anybody's perfect. But the mark of excellence is when you accept that. And when you do run into difficulties and things that are obstacles, you overcome them. And I can tell you at Crown Car Care, we overcome all obstacles. And I'm never ashamed of anything, because I know that next moment I'm going to solve the issue, satisfy, and put a smile on the face of my customers. In fact, many of my best customers that I've had at Crown Car Care, I will tell you the truth, are things where there was issues with. Issues maybe with coming up with the exact solution. Maybe we had a failed part and they were upset that we had a warranty and put a replacement part on there. But you know what? You can count on Crown. I mean, we're always going to do the right thing. Whether someone's looking or not, I'm going to handle it. And I would tell you, that's the best form of advertising. It's the best way to get your message out, is always do the right thing. Many companies, they have to constantly put ads and coupons and advertisements into the papers and the media. You know why? Because every day that they close their business down, it's like they have to start over again. Groundhog Day, like we talked about earlier. It's awful in business when you have Groundhog Day every day and you have to reinvent yourself. Not at my business. Don't mind being humbled. I don't mind being embarrassed, because I know that I can always shine, because I have three things. I have God, I have my wife, and of course we have our wonderful dog, Binky Lovejoy, who helps me all the time. You know how he does that? Because every time I come home, that little doggy jumps up on me and smiles and licks me, and just and it doesn't matter what kind of mood I'm in. Binky Lovejoy is always in a good mood, and it's a dachshund. All you dachshund lovers out there, we love dachshunds at the Harris family. In fact, we have 3 of them. And Binky Lovejoy is quite the handful. He's a young dog. He's about 2 years old, year and a half old. Little teeny thing. I don't think it weighs more than 2 pounds, 3 pounds maybe. Long-haired dachshund, by the way.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Binky.
Sweet dog.
I know it's not a dog show, but if you ever want to get your dog shampooed and from mobile service, I'll tell you right now, Shampoochi. One of my good customers, and the owner, Danny, and his wife, wonderful people. They have a wonderful business. I believe their vans are pink. We service them exclusively at Palm City. Haven't said it before on the air. We do fleet accounts. So if you're a business owner and you have 1 vehicle, 2 vehicles, 3 vehicles, it really doesn't matter the quantity. Now, if you have 100, we need to talk, because I'll have to get a bigger location or buy more land and expand my parking lot, because I don't know if I can handle all that many.
That's a problem you'd like, though.
Yeah, we'll put them up on the roof. We just bought a new lift. I'll tell you some happenings at Crown Car Care. We just had an 18,000-pound brand new 2-post lift put in Palm City. Why, you ask? Because we service many landscape trucks that are NPRs and pest control businesses. And, if you're looking for the best pest control service out there, I'll recommend Victibug as well as Travis Pest Control. Both of them are wonderful providers, just dynamite organizations. Travis has been around for years. He's in a business group with me, and just wonderful people. They have white trucks with blue letters. Let me think what else. We service so many businesses here in town, and people always ask me, Tom, who's the best plumber to go to? Well, I can always give good tips because we have several plumbing businesses that come to us. Air conditioning, I told you, Sharkey Air Conditioning. In fact, if you ride a bicycle and you need a vendor or something to fix something in your world, don't hesitate to call Crown Car Care. I'm a member of Martin County Business Exchange, and we have these little booklets that give all the top vendors that we use and recommend, and I can help you out with that. So nothing wrong with getting advice and giving advice, even if it's outside your supposed wheelhouse. I didn't ever think that when I opened my business, I would become so knowledgeable or understanding of other businesses out there. I never imagined that because my drive's always been just to fix cars. And when you fix cars, you get exposed to everything. I've had live snakes under the hood. I've found non-living lizards that stink out the interior of a car. I've had strange noises and strange creatures and strange events, and it keeps growing, that list, because you just never know what the cat drags in when it comes to automobiles. You really don't. And one of the things that you can count on is if you think your problem is too small or you're embarrassed to bring it up because you think it's nonsense, not to us. We'll listen to you. If you think you got a vibration in the car and you're a little bit pickier than most people and you feel it, bring it by. We'll test out your wheels, do a road force balance on your tires, and we'll get to the bottom of what the issue is. I say that because many people aren't given the right amount of attention when they go into a repair shop, in fact, or a maintenance facility like ours. In fact, many people don't have a home. They go to these quick oil change places and you're getting shady, questionable potentially. I don't know for sure, but I can tell you from what I've read and see, you're not getting the best service for your vehicle. If you're looking for a home and you're looking for a friend, I can tell you, Binky's looking for a friend, Todd's looking for a friend, and so of all of our employees that work with us. We're always looking for new friends and new cars to incorporate into our gallery of automobiles that we can say we service and take care of, and we're just looking for it. And so if you want to have a friend that in the automobile business, just give us a call at Crown Car Care. I speak from the heart, and that's the only way I speak. So I believe we're almost out of time, aren't we?
Why don't we give the phone numbers of both locations before we go?
Okay, 772-781-8000. And I always forget my one phone number. 772-283-4707. Two phone numbers. Give us a call, and you can become the Crown Car Care Friendship Club.
We'll catch you next Wednesday at 5 o'clock.
You've been hearing Crown Car Care with Todd Harris. We're more than mechanics. We're family. Serving Martin County since 2006 with trusted high-quality repairs you can count on. We'll talk again next Wednesday.
You've been listening to Crown Car Care on WSTU Stewart.